Yes, people, greetings from Moshas Reggae Lounge. New location, Pedro Crisante in Esquina Dr. Rosen. If you're coming from Puerto Plata, you make a left at the metro station and you pass Pedro Crisante, and 5 stores down is where I'm at. If you're coming from Cabarete, you make a right and you do the same thing. But this video is a general video. It's not about certain things that I usually talk about. I want to talk about something that that I do that a lot of people don't know about. And one of the things that I do is I am a natural herbal practitioner. I've been at this for 30 years. I study herbs and food and all that. I've been in bodybuilding all my life. Food and nutrition is my thing. Now, I'm preparing you guys for a video that I'm gonna do with a little boy, a friend of mine, that his son has sickle cell anemia. And what they were doing, they were taking him to the hospital every so often to clean his blood and put it back like a kidney dialysis. Okay? And I love the little boy. He's a sweet gem. He's a gem. So normally, if I'm going to help somebody with stuff like that, it's going to cost them some money. That's all I can tell you. I'm not a doctor, first of all, guys. I'm just telling you based on my experience, okay, for educational purposes. Just in case there's anybody out there that works for the octopus, okay? It's for educational purposes, and what has transpired that at the time when I found out that this little boy had sickle cell anemia. Now, before I'm gonna do a part 2 with his mother and the baby, and she's gonna tell you what I did and what happened. But before I get into it, I know a few people that has no respect for me because they think I'm some piece of shit, or they have more just because I don't brandish a medical degree somewhere. They think that I don't know nothing, but they forget that everything that you know or that you go to school to learn, it comes from somebody. It has a beginning. It didn't fall out the sky. So where did this come from? It comes from within you. And where is the source of that information, that wisdom and that knowledge and that understanding? Ever since I was a boy, I always pray for that. Wisdom, knowledge, and understanding. And I can tell you something, I've gotten it, okay? So there was a guy one time that I was speaking with that told me his son was born with sickle cell anemia, and I was trying to break it down and tell him, but he was upset and very arrogant and talking all kinds of shit. You understand? And I could have helped the little boy just like I helped this little one in less than 3 weeks, less than a month. But because he's so arrogant and think that he knows, some people don't like, they think that you're stepping on their ego when you try to help him. So I left him alone with him and his son. Let them do their thing, the little boy. I feel bad for the little boy because what he's doing, it will help, but it's not going to cure the problem. You understand me? And he's not even, I don't think he's going to the doctor. But anyway, I'm not telling you not to go to your doctor, folks. Go to your doctor, see your practitioner with your baby or whatever you have going on, and let them tell you what to do. But I'm just telling you, after they're finished with you, whatever they do, if it doesn't help you, just maybe I can give you some ideas. As I'm going to tell you right now, that this guy was so angry when I started to explain to him what a sickle cell was, because he was telling me that that's not what it was. But that's not what I want to get into. I want to get into telling people that when you come to my place, you don't just get food and walk away. My food is a science. My food is spiritual. I did not go to school to learn to cook. Okay? The Most High gave me this gift, and He gave me other gifts of healing. Okay? Natural remedies. This little boy, one day I went to the shop, to their restaurant, and he always come and sit with me and talk to me. I think he's about 7 years old, 6-7 years old, and very nice kid. And I noticed one day I went, he wasn't there. So I said, "Where is the baby?" They said, "Oh, he's in the hospital with his mom." And then I found out the story that he was going through a kind of therapy where he would go, where they would take him when he gets this attack. He would go to the hospital. They would clean his blood, clean out the toxins out of his blood, and put it back, or give him new blood, something like that, whatever they do. But I told the mom, I said, that's very easy to fix. Hey! Speak of the devil. That's the little baby just called my name. That's the little baby. This ain't divinely inspired. I don't know what it is. That's the baby. He just said Mosha. So he just passed by with one of his family members. They're going home to do something. So I said to her, I said, look, that's very easy to fix. And I explained to them the process of a sickle cell and what causes it. I'm not going to get into it on this video. The next video that I do, which is going to be part 2 of this, I'm going to feature them. And I'm going to let her tell you what I did for her and her son. I gave him back his life. I gave this little boy back his life with the help of the Most High. Okay? And they are surprised, because I told them, I know exactly what it is. I know what to do, and I can help you. And I said, when is the next time you have to go to your appointment with this to clean this blood? She said, oh, in a week from now, something like that. And I said, okay, I'm going to do something for you. I'm going to set up a protocol, and I want you to do this for 3 weeks. And then after you do this for 3 weeks, then you take him to see his blood count, because his blood count was bad. And I'm going to say to you guys, you have to stay tuned for part 2 to hear the full story. I'm just giving you an introduction to let you know that Moshas Reggae Lounge is not an ordinary place. And this, I've done a lot of things like this where I heal and help a lot of people from the divine inspiration that is given to me, okay, that every single person has. And a lot of people, they waste time and they're getting jealous of people because they see somebody advancing and they forget their own talent that they have inside. Rather than using your own, taking the time to find out what your talent is, you're wasting time getting jealous of people. Like on this island, I have a lot of enemies that are jealous of me and they don't like me. And they pretend and they smile in my face. I know them very well. They don't fool me. I know all of you out there, all of you listening to my video, because you listen to me. Because they have a saying in Jamaica, the higher monkey climb, the more I'm exposed. And the Most High is putting me on a level where everybody can see me now. So now that everybody's seen me, the enemy is not happy. But I'm here to tell you guys, there's another guy that I know that I didn't see him for a long time. And when I saw him, he looked like a ghost. He did look really sick. And I said to him, what's wrong with you? And he says, oh, I have arthritis. And I said, I can help you with that. I can help you in a flash. And he brushed me off. He brushed me off like I don't know nothing. You understand? And I watch him struggle with the problem that he has since I seen him. And if he had given me the time to talk to him, in 3 weeks that problem he had would have been gone. Because I know what it is. I know where it's coming from. There's another one that has eczema. He scratched like a dog with fleas. Every time you see his skin look like leather. And I even said to him, I said, bro, if you give me some money, I'm not going to call his name. And nobody knows who he is. I know a few people like that. A few of them I know like that. But this particular one, I said to him about 3 years ago, I called him over. I said, I can help you. I can help you. You just come and sit down, and you put the money and the effort that you're wasting all these years. Let's put that to good use, and I will help you in 3 weeks or less, because I know what your problem is. Because this guy tried everything, and I'm here to tell you guys, nothing that he tries is gonna work. I don't know if he's been to a doctor, but he's trying his own medical. I think first what you should do, you should go to a doctor and go to your professional and let them try to help you, right? And if you give up on them, or if they cannot help you, or whatever the case might be, or whatever is going on with them or with you, then maybe I can offer some assistance to you. But this guy, he wouldn't give me the time of day. He walks around like he's my Jimby in this place. All right, so I let him alone with his eczema, because soon it's not going to do him any good, and he's going to have other problems, because there's so much toxins floating around that he's not going to be able to deal with it. There's another friend of mine that has vertigo, and I saw him one day when I was sitting with another friend of mine that's a doctor from the States, and his wife has a thyroid problem. So we was talking, and as he passed, I said, what's going on? He said, oh, not good, I got vertigo, blah, blah, blah. And I gave him a few things. I said, I'm going to give you a few things to do. And if it helps you, then when you come back, we talk. When I saw him 3 months later, he said, my vertigo is gone. That's all I'm going to tell you guys. And if you guys don't believe me, I'll get him when I see him again and do a video with him. Okay? So I've done several things to help a lot of people that the Creator has given me the insight on doing. So I'm putting this video out because one of the biggest things that most people are afraid of just happened to this little boy. And I literally changed their life. That's all I'm going to tell you. I'm not going to use no word cure, but I'm going to let the mother tell you for herself what I did for them. All right? And I'm putting this video because, you know, a lot of people come to Moshas Reggae Lounge and they think it's all about food. Yeah, so it's not all about food, okay? Like I said, this little boy now, going from lethargic, no energy, to yo, this little boy, I mean, this is my pride right here. I can't wait to get him on my channel and let the mom tell you what I did. And he had sickle cell anemia. You understand me? And once again, guys, I'm not no doctor, so don't get it twisted. I'm just telling you what I've learned. And I'm going to say one thing to you. If you have high blood pressure, diabetes, prostate problem, heart problem, whatever the problem is, it's only coming from one or two sources. And I from what I know, this is what I know. There is 43,000 or 44,000, I'm not sure, don't quote me, but it's in the 40s, different diseases registered by the CDC in the United States of America. And there's research done to prove that this thing that I know of is the cause of most of these diseases. Because there's a Ayurvedic doctor that has been studying Ayurveda for 30 years. He has his practice. And he says that of the 40, in all of his years, this is his words, of the 43,000 different diseases that is registered by the CDC, all of these diseases came from one thing. I call them the angels of death. And they live in your body. Okay? He says every single person that comes to him with an illness was this one problem. From your high blood pressure to all of them. And he attributed that. He was a doctor and he's saying that. But I'm saying this to you. If you have high blood pressure, easy to fix. Cholesterol problem, easy to fix. Blood sugar problem, easy to fix. Vertigo, easy to fix. Kidney problem, easy to fix. All of them things. And I learned that from my own experience. My own experience. Guys, everything that you put in your mouth. The Bible says this. It says, know ye not that your body is a temple of the living God. Any man defile this temple, him will God destroy. So what is it talking about? Is it talking about a promiscuous person? A person who lies, steals, and curses? Not necessarily. Because you got people that are what we call wicked to the core, and they live for 100 and something years. They don't live long. They live very long, I'm sorry. But here's the one thing, that if you put enough of that in your body, if it doesn't hurt you the first time, over time it destroys you. Is the food and the things that you put inside your mouth. That is what gets you. And everything that you put in your mouth affects your mood. Everything, for the better or for the worse. It can, what you put in your mouth can cause anxiety. Yeah, so can cause anxiety. Whatever you put in your mouth can cause all kind of disease. And how do I know this, you may ask? From my own experience. All right? And if you experiment with yourself, you will find that to be the case. All right? Every single thing that goes into your body is a holy, they call it holy, means it's sanitary. It is, as they say in Spanish, it's sana, meaning it's a sanitation environment. This is why infection is, that's why your body is very delicate. You get all kinds of infection. Why? Because that's the place where the Most High lives inside of you. And the Most High wants to create from within you. This is why people love my food so much. When I go into my kitchen to cook, It's an art for me. So when people come, I'm straying from the point a little bit. When people come and they don't have patience and they don't have time to wait, I'm happy if they leave. I don't cook for them. You know, you got a guy who come and is making some stupid comment, but your food take too long. I say, okay. He looks like a freaking hamburger. You know, he looks like a hamburger. And then he's coming to give me advice. I said, do you have a business? No. I said, what do you do? I say, you're a worker, I have a business. So don't tell me what to do. 11 years on this place and the #1 spot in this island, in this part of the island. And I never spoke the language when I came here. And I didn't go to school to learn it. So where did all this information come from? It didn't come from me. My information about food, I've done things where people from China, people from Africa say, wow, how did you learn this? We do it just like this in our country. So how come I'm from Jamaica and I can do things just the way they do it in their country? Because it's a divine order. And you all have the same thing in your side of you. Instead of hating and talking bad about your fellow brothers and sisters who have a business, why don't you go and support them? Maybe one day that might be the person that will turn around and help you and you don't even know, because most of them don't know liberty. You don't understand liberty. You understand? All of you guys come here and you go to one place every day and you sit there and you eat. If that place was to go out of business, where will you go? So what I learned from my experiences, if I was to go on vacation in a particular area, in any part of the world, I'm going to different places to taste the food. If you really like one place, then stay there. But what I'm saying to you guys is about food. Whatever you put in your mouth, that's going to make you or break you. So if you have any kind of health issue, look at what you're putting in your mouth. And most of you know that. I spoke to a doctor one time, and he says he was a urologist, and he was a friend of mine. And he said to me, he said, you know, Mosha, I'm not going to tell people what to do. Let them do whatever they want. They know what to do. I'm gonna do what I know is to make money, give them the medicine they need. He said, I'm not gonna tell them don't eat this or don't eat that. He said, they already know that. So who am I to tell them that? And he's 100% right. You understand me? He's 100% right. So when people come to my place and they can't wait and they talk about this and they talk about that and blah, 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 I realize another thing that I learned from having this business is that the government is not at fault for anything, because the government only give you what you want. Where people lead, leaders will follow. If not, then where government lead, people must follow. You understand? So you figure that out. And like I said, people come and they complain that they go to restaurants and they get microwave food, and I'm like, I don't want to hear it. It's none of my business. I don't want to hear nothing about nobody, because I don't know the circumstances. I don't know the circumstances, and I don't know nothing. Because if you would wait for some good food, the person wouldn't have to heat up the food. So is it that person's fault that they have to heat up microwave food so that they don't lose business? They got a business to run. They have bills to pay. That business has bills to pay. Yeah, folks. So that business that you're complaining to me about, this is what I tell them. They have bills to pay. Okay? And you don't have the patience to wait. So what is that guy supposed to do? I'm defending this person who is doing that. Because every dog has his story. Every fool has their story, as they say in Taoism. So if you come to my place, if you come into my place and you can't wait 20 minutes, 40 minutes, an hour for some food that I'm going to take my time, and you don't always have to do that, because sometimes if a person orders a particular meal, I'll cook enough of it for the next 4 persons, but I'm not going to cook a whole pot and then put it in the fridge and warm it up and give it to the next set of guests that comes the next day. That's not good for them. So if a person is so selfish that they're only thinking about themselves, then I don't need to cook for those people. I don't need them. So they come in here complaining that, oh, look, I hope your food is fresh and this and that, because I go somewhere else and they give me microwave food or the food is stale. I say, I don't want to hear it, guys. It is your fault, because that guy have to pay his bills, and you're not going to wait for him 15, 20 minutes to make you food. So what do you expect him to do? And they see my point. So I learned that everything that happens to you, you deserve it. In life, we get what we deserve. If you have a bad marriage, it's your fault. If you have a good marriage, it's your fault because of the choices that you make. If you get sick for some food that you ate, it's also your fault. Why I'm saying that it sounds harsh? Because there's an divine understanding and intelligence that gives you to know, but you don't listen to it. You don't listen to divine order. You go the way of the octopus. They can, you know what they do now in America, Europe, Canada, England? They condition everybody not to have any patience. None of these people have any patience. You understand me? And if patience is a virtue that you cannot afford to lose, because when you lose patience, you lose your health, you lose your life, you lose everything. You understand me? And I can tell you that from experience. All right. So what they have done in these countries, they set up a fast food chain and condition the kids and everybody to go in there, and in 10 minutes you have some food. Now, if you got a person eating that kind of food for 10, 15, 20, 30 years, or 10 years or 6 years, do you think they're going to come and sit down and wait for some food for 30 minutes or even much more an hour? Those people I don't want to cater to. So if you're that type of person and you expect that, don't come here. Okay? But anyway, I stray away from that, from the sickle cell anemia, to talk about this because it's all connected. In my part 2 video, I want you to share this with them. When the part 2 is coming out, you're going to have to share it because you're going to be floored and amazed at what happened to this little baby. That almost, and I'm telling you right now, this little boy would have been addicted to that process for the rest of his life, and I saved him. The Most High saved him through me. You understand me? I know how to get in touch with that power. And all of you that are my enemies, that think you can fight me, you're only fighting yourself. Because what is coming through me is coming from another source. Just like you, everything that comes to you, good or bad, is coming from another source. And you either bring evil or good on this earth. I always have a saying, I said, angels don't have wings, birds do. You understand? Because everything that happens to you, good or bad, it happens to a person. And the scripture says, my angels are spirits. My angels are spirits. And my ministers are flames of fire. So who are these pictures that you're looking at of these white looking images that looks like paper that they're showing you that are angels with wings? Hola, mi amor. How are you? Good. Who are these people? Who are these things that they're showing you? Those are not angels. That's for mind control. You understand? But those are not angels. Angels don't have wings. Birds have wings. And remember this, you must always be like the eagle. Okay? Don't flock like the vulture. Be like the eagle. When you find an eagle, you find them one at a time and they don't flock together. Don't be like the vulture. That when it's that they flock together around dead meat. And they flock together around the people. Like there's certain people that comes to this country, that comes to Sosua, that look up to certain people like a vulture. They look up to this like a vulture up in the sky, and they're all looking up to that vulture, and they're all dead meat below the vulture. All of them. You understand me? That is the Proverbs. That is a parable that you will not figure out. You will figure it out one of these days. So all I'm saying, guys, is this. Check this out. Sickle cell anemia, high blood pressure, all of these diseases. If the Most High will, you can get rid of it. And I know a little secret. That's all I'm going to say. And when you come to Moshas Reggae Lounge, please come with a good attitude. If you come with a bad attitude, you're not going to get service. Because I don't care if you go talk bad about me. It doesn't matter. Because I have my customers. And if you don't have patience, you're not my customers. You belong to somebody else. Go to them. Let them feed you. Everybody have to eat. That's my motto. Okay? Don't come in here complaining to me about the next guy's restaurant. Okay? That is your fault. All right? With that said, guys, peace out. Stay tuned for the sickle cell anemia part 2. You're going to be amazed. All right, guys. Blessed love.